beautiful.
Beverly Hills, darling, she.
It was January 2024, and the winter depressies had already begun. My soul was a barren wasteland of takeout dinners and elastic waist pants. What had I become?
No one's fun anymore! Whatever happened to fun? God, I'm so bored I could die.
Through the faint sounds of my own labored breathing, I could hear a small, gay whisper. And in that moment, I knew what to do. Shave this muskrat off my face? No! We're doing a review of, True Beverly Hills with Harlow Harlow. Hello, Harlow. Welcome back to the channel.
Hello. Thank you for having me back. I am so happy to be back.
Looking fabulous and femme as ever.
Just for you, doll.
So today we are talking about True Beverly Hills.
We don't discriminate here. We'll fix anything. We'll fix it right.
Phyllis Neffler's life was a symphony of spending.
This one. Out. I'll take the rest. I started my new meaningful life today, and I bought a whole new meaningful wardrobe to go with it.
Until her husband stopped the music.
You never give me an ounce of credit for anything I do.
That's because you never do anything.
Well, then I guess I'm going to do something right now.
Approve.
Mom's gonna be our new troop leader.
Who are you? Phyllis Neffler, Troop Beverly Hills.
Now she's changing her style.
Well, girls, are you ready to rough it?
From Rodeo Drive
I can't let you take the girls out there alone.
Why not?
Because you get lost in your walk-in closet.
to Cookie Drives.
That jamboree thing sounds fabulous. My troop is definitely going. What is a jamboree?
From Room Service
Is this what you call roughing it? One bathroom for 9 people? Yes.
to Public Service.
Today I am here to demonstrate for you CPR. Lie down and open your mouth.
Last time I did this, I got more than a patch for it.
And from High Society
Do you like people to call you dictator or just Dick?
to High Adventure.
I'm sure it's very nice to know how to live in the forest and eat bark. You can prance these little princesses through Beverly Hills all you want. But you will never really be a real wilderness girl. We'll be fine. We're Troop Beverly Hills.
Shelley Long,
What an adventure. Isn't nature fabulous, girls?
Troop Beverly Hills. She's not a babe in the woods.
You just quit now.
Not until we sing Kumbaya.
Released on March 24th, 1989 by Columbia Pictures. It was directed by Jeff Canu. He also directed Revenge of the Nerds, which I never saw, but was a classic at the time.
Only thing I know about Revenge of the Nerds is the dad from Lizzie McGuire's in it.
So, first off, when did you see this Trial by Campfire classic?
From
From the back of
Campfire.
the box.
Stupid. I love that. The first time I saw True Beverly Hills was actually during 2020. First time I had seen it, I had heard of it. It's just one of those movies that, as mid-90s, early 2000s child running through Blockbuster, you would just always see a VHS copy of True Beverly Hills. There would always be that random poster of it somewhere. I knew it, I just didn't know it. I don't scream laugh in movies that often.
Yeah.
Not full grandma belly cackle. This movie gets me there.
What is that?
I know. It's my wilderness girl uniform. What can you do with it?
You mean besides burn it?
Came out in 1989. I think I saw it in the beginning of 2000. I believe I was at home Sunday in the middle of the day, and they had it on Disney Channel, so I thought it was a Disney movie for the longest time.
Get ready to hit the trail in style with Troop Beverly Hills.
It's khaki wishes and cookie dreams.
Right after That Darn Cat, tomorrow on Disney. Movies at 7, 6 Central.
And every time it came on, I would try to catch it because I just thought it was so fun, fabulous. It kind of still goes along with this theme of movies that we do where it's kind of adding the femme into something that necessarily doesn't have that femme magic in it.
There's so many good fish out of water movies that revolve around like femininity in this time period, and this I feel like it does it so well.
Let's start with the cast. Of course, we have to talk about Shelley Long, who honestly underrated comedic performance in this film.
The annual jamboree, which is a grueling test. Are you drying your nails or do you have a question?
No, they're fine.
Underrated comedic performer, period. Did you grow up watching Cheers?
No, I was going to mention that most people know her from the TV show Cheers, of course.
Yes,
I never
she played
watched Cheers
Diane.
growing up.
I did. Cheers was a very big... So I was a true Nick at Night kid. My mom loved Cheers too, so it was a big show between us. And she was a huge reason why that show was perfect, because she was fish out of water.
For Cheers, she's known for movies like The Money Pit and also the Brady Bunch movies. This is where I really know her from, is as Carol Brady. She's hilarious.
Of course. She's hilarious.
You also have Betty Thomas, who plays Velda, one of the heads of one of the other Girl Scouts troops in this.
My name is Velda Plender. I am a wilderness girl.
Betty Thomas's last film, and she went on to become a major director, which I honestly, I didn't know the story until researching for this. She went on to direct Shelley Long in the Brady Bunch movie.
I didn't know that.
Later. Which I'm like, wow.
After Troop Beverly Hills, Betty left acting and became one of the most successful female directors in Hollywood.
I quit acting after that. I was like, help me, let me out of here.
She couldn't get out of it fast enough.
And other movies that Betty Thomas went on to direct is Only You, the Brady Bunch movie, Private Parts, that's the Howard Stern movie.
Howard Stern, yeah.
Dr. Dolittle, 28 Days, John Tucker Must Die, and Alvin and the Chipmunks, the sequel.
Not the squeakquel. Okay, that's a pretty impressive resume.
I love their dynamic between Betty Thomas and Shelley Long's dynamic in this film really works, and it's kind of what makes the film work in general. I feel like because if those two didn't have that comedic back and forth, or if that was stale, the whole movie would be kind of okay.
There is an intentional camp factor to True Beverly Hills. They knew what they were doing when they wrote it and made it, and so having the protagonist, and with that you have to have the protagonist and antagonist be so big with one another. That chemistry has to be, it's almost kind of like if this was John Waters, it would be like Divine and Minstrel. It has to be that big.
It honestly is borderlines on a John Waters, it dips its toe into that land sometimes.
I was watching this and was like, I wonder what this would have been like if John Waters made this. Because it gives that vibe.
I would love to see all the Drag Race queens do a remake of this.
Well, do you remember pre-pandemic, Peaches Christ used to do those stage adaptations of movies, and it would be
did she do this?
She did this with Trixie.
Oh.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Trixie Mattel, putting it on and being like, this is the nicest drag outfit I've ever had in my life. You combine my actual experience as a child in the woods, and you combine it with the fabulousness of Troop Beverly Hills and Sleepaway Camp and all these sort of Parent Trap-y, sensationalized childhood moments. That's kind of what inspired this collection here for Camp Trixie.
We can take care of each other. It's you and I against the world. We're wilderness girls.
I love it because this movie really is a queer classic too, which I feel like a lot of queer babies saw this and they're like, oh, it can be fun,
I feel like for young queer people, it appeals to the the femininity, the fun of it all. And when you're an adult, it's you get both of that, but also if you want to go deeper, I think also why this is such a queer classic is because movies like True Beverly Hills, when they're set in a world that has kind of kept us out of it, and pretty much anyone who wasn't white, straight, and Christian out of those worlds, when they go in and really essentially make fun of them, it's kind of they're doing it for us. It's look at how ridiculous this world is that doesn't allow you to be in it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Rosa? Hola! Oh, keep talking, honey, so I can move toward the sound of your voice.
Here I am. Here, I'm here.
Uh-huh.
And I feel in a weird way, queer people would even though she's this rich white lady from Beverly Hills, but because she keeps on having mishaps and stuff, you kind of put yourself into Phyllis Neffler.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the husband is played by Craig T. Nelson, who plays Freddie, who is a muffler man, right? He's the muffler man.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Yes, Neffler's Mufflers. T. Nelson, he's known from Poltergeist, and also he's the voice of Mr. Incredible.
We have a tour bus robbery.
Tour bus robbery. I've still got time. Officers, ma'am, squeaker.
He's just one of those actors that, like, you may not know the name, but you absolutely know who he is the minute, like, he comes on screen.
The film debut of Beverly Hills fame. Tori Spelling, who is Aaron Spelling's daughter. She's known from Beverly Hills 90210, actually, among other things. And then her first role as Girl Scout of the Red Feathers, Jamie. This is also, too, the film debut of actress, probably the most famous person in this film now is Carly Gugino, who plays Chica. I feel like our generation really knows her as the mom from Spy Kids.
I want to go on an adventure. I want to save the world. Again, honey.
But she's in many other things, especially a lot of Mike Flanagan Netflix.
Right. I just love this cast. Can I just say something about that actress who plays the daughter?
Yes.
Well, two things. One, the only thing I ever seen her in otherwise was an episode of Golden Girls where she plays a Girl Scout. So apparently she has a type.
If after all the years of love and companionship, Fernando and I are meant to part company, I'll just have to accept that. Time to time, life deals you an unfriendly hand. There's nothing you can do about it. I guess there's a lesson to be learned here. Sometimes life just isn't fair, kiddo.
Jenny Lewis.
Jenny Lewis,
The lovely Hannah. She's a singer, actually.
Yeah. Wait, she's a singer? I never really listened to her, but I have a ton of friends who are, like, really into Jenny Lewis's music.
I'm not gonna pray. I'm not gonna pay for you. That's not what ladies do.
Yeah, it's like such a good cast. That's why one of my favorite scenes from the film is the beginning where you slowly see all of the girls come in with all of their parents who are like these Beverly Hills cliches. One of the parents is an out-of-work actor. One of the parents is a politician, a dictator, athlete. My favorite is the mother who's a romance novelist.
Same.
It was a warm and sultry evening. She looked stunning. Everything was going wonderfully. Everyone was there. All the Beverly Hills glitterati. It all looked so civilized. But really, it was a black-tide jungle.
Because who says she's inspired by Jackie Collins, that's a stretch.
Long-lost Collins' sister.
Yes, she's Jocelyn Collins.
So basically, you have Phyllis Neffler trying to show her husband that she's still passionate about something in life while also still being there for her daughter. So she thinks, oh, what better way than joining the Girl Scouts? Is it Girl Scouts? It's not because Girl Scouts specifically did not want their name to be used in this film.
No, they did not.
For this film. So they were wilderness girls.
Wilderness girls, yes.
Yeah. He goes to meet all the other women who are also leaders in the surrounding cities and towns. She is a fish out of water with her fabulousness. They're all very suited and very by the book as far as the wilderness girls. And she wants to bring her Beverly Hills zhuzh to it all, but they are not here for it. Yeah, that first night she goes out into the wilderness with the girls. First off, their camp is very nice. I like the tent that they have set up. They have a nice setup, but she goes with like a white fur coat. I was like, you knew there was going to be a scene, but it got ruined. You knew it.
Oh, the minute that white fur coat came on, I was like, oh, we're...
Well, let's talk about a character of its own in this film is Phyllis's wardrobe, which the white fur coat was nice. It wasn't my favorite. What is your favorite outfit of hers? Because there's so many to choose from in this movie. There's definitely a 1940s, 80s thing going on.
My, like, guilty pleasure is, like, 80s does 40s. Like, it's not my particular style. As you know, I'm, like, a 40s, 50s kind of gal. But I love it because it's just so big and gaudy and... Like,
gaudy is the word that came to mind, definitely.
Yeah, like, it's just gaudy and over the top, and there's a hint of tacky, which, like, I think a hint of tacky makes life better.
Yeah, it's very Phyllis Neffler.
Yes, it's Phyllis Neffler. My favorite outfit was the red polka-dotted white suit with the big red hat.
Yes, I love that.
It's like Shirley Temple, but grew up to be like a business woman who does lunch. I have an appreciation for 80s fashion more than I ever really did. Everything was just so huge and over the top and gaudy.
Cocaine fueled.
Cocaine fueled. It was the 1940s on Sniffle Snacks. Actually.
Basically. Like, we have color now. Whoa.
Yeah. You want sleeve? We'll give you sleeve.
I may be a beginner at some things, but I've got a black belt in shopping.
Just throw out whatever scenes you love that you can think that you loved, any lines. I have like random ass lines. Like this is one part where I think Alyssa is on her bed and she sees the Muffler Man commercial. And I don't know why I've always loved this line. She goes,
He's a shit. But he's a cute shit.
I'm like, that's just so real. That's something like I would so say.
Because that's what being human is. Human is being a piece of shit and also a good shit. Like, that's just being human. Again, like, I can't reiterate enough. I am not like a howling, laughing person in movies. And this one makes me howl and laugh.
Because the delivery is so good. Like, one of my favorite scenes is when they give up on being outside in the wilderness and she takes them to shelter in the Beverly Hills Hotel. And then they did little campfire stories around the little fireplace.
Eyes were steely gray. And his hands were like ice. He said, I'll streak your hair and I'll give you a body wave. And then, as he turned my chair around to face the mirror, I saw it. He permed me!
My favorite acting thing from her that she's like, and then she looks up like a little kid. She's like, ooh, like she has such micro moments of acting that are so good.
Genius. Like, she is a comedic genius. I think, from what I have understood about her career, I think she got in the way of herself a little bit. I have
heard that too in the past.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
What makes you think I have a problem?
Well, everyone on Cheers has said that allegedly she was a real nightmare to work with. And she made the show very, very, very hard to be around. And I think that legend really preceded her. So Shelley Long left Cheers to start her film career. And even though like now, like something like True Beverly Hills is a cult classics usually bomb very hard when they come out.
Yeah.
So like, it hurt that she had like this legend about her. And then the movies that she was making were just like not well received.
Cookie!
Cookie time. We gotta talk about cookie time. Tasha Scott plays Jasmine Shakar, the outspoken daughter of a well-known boxer. So they need some money for the Wilderness Girls. Of course, they gotta sell them cookies, and the Red Feathers keep on sabotaging them, keep on selling all the cookies in their territory. Why not add some Beverly Hills flair and bring some entertainment to the masses with Cookie Time? They put her in like, I guess it's kind of, is that a Tina Turner wig? I don't know what that is. It was an 80s wig.
It gave a little Tina Turner-esque. Also, this is around, like, that era, so probably was, like, Tina Turner inspired.
Right? And I heard that she didn't lip sync. That girl sang live. And she was good. Cookie Time is a classic. I mean, I kind of only know that, like, one line. The cookie time.
But still.
I go around my house to this day. I go, cookie time, it's cookie time. Or I go around my house going, Beverly Hills, what a thrill.
There's a brand of weed vape that I used to smoke called Cookies. So that would be like my cookie time.
Oh, yes. I forgot to ask you, did you ever do any like Cub Scouts or anything like that as a kid?
I was forced to do Cub Scouts for like 1 year. My parents weren't like against me playing with like dolls and like being feminine and like having girly things, but also they like did try to get me to do more boy things. So my dad and I did do, I don't know if it was Cub Scouts, but like basically Cub Scouts. And I hated it. And, you know, I'm glad in a way that I did in a sense, because like I can look back and be like, oh well, my dad and I did do that together when I was like little. I wasn't looking at Girl Scouts being like, well, I would want to do that. Like, it had nothing, like, the whole Scout idea, the whole wilderness, like, I'm Phyllis. Like, the whole idea of, like, camping, like, no.
You needed Phyllis Neffler as your leader, and maybe little Harlow would have been like, okay. Like,
oh, if I had Phyllis Neffler to guide me as a child, I probably would have stuck around. But like,
walking children through nature.
You both call me losers, and I don't see you out there walking children in nature.
Yeah, I had some like dad named like Phil. Like
the overall arc of Phyllis Neffler, she goes from being kind of this Rodeo Drive addict and just kind of being this. I mean, I still loved her before at the beginning of the movie. I still loved her.
Oh yeah,
she was fabulous, you know. But she wanted to connect with her family more. And I think that through working with these girls and helping these girls and really building her self-esteem through the movie in different ways. And I think she found out that she could do a lot more herself. I don't think she thought she was maybe capable of a lot of things, even some of the wilderness stuff. And at the end of the movie, they showed that because even if you're not necessarily capable or you feel like you're not, as long as you have like a good heart about it and you go in with good intentions, you're always going to prevail in the end.
I love the through line of Phyllis Neffler's story in True Beverly Hills because she doesn't change. Like, it's not like she like changes herself to fit into this world. Yeah, she goes into it like, okay, how do I take me as me and fit into this world? Like, how do I fit into this world? And very similar to like Elle Woods. Like, Elle Woods never changed herself. Elle Woods just managed to make herself, her personality, her style, fit into a very stuffy, boring world.
It was True Beverly Hills, honestly, a classic I go back to maybe once a year just out of comfort. I love that this movie wasn't even a childhood favorite for you, but you still love it.
Oh my God, yeah. No, like when you say comfort movie, especially during like wintertime, perfect movie to put on, especially because like it's such a warm feeling movie and takes place in warm climate that's usually sunny. So like it just gets you like a little bit of a dopamine rush when you watch it.
And it's a lot smarter than the writing is so much smarter than you would maybe give it credit for, but just by seeing the cover of the book. And
it's like not as problematic as it could have been.
No, like basically her only really bad outfit was the Native American headdress.
Exactly.
But like literally, that was maybe only one of the badly made parts, honestly. Like,
right.
I do hope that people keep on discovering this. I know it's not streaming anywhere. I kind of wish it was streaming somewhere so people
you have to rent it.
Discover it on a winter day. Even on like a Tubi would be nice, just to have it available.
Something.
This old ass DVD that I found at like a thrift store once. And I just kind of rely on it, like it's kind of my little relic here.
Such a fun movie. It's just such a light movie. It's so campy and hilarious, and there's such great fashion. It has a performance from one of the underrated comedy queens of the 80s. Yeah, I love it. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Harlow Harlow, for joining me today. And be sure to check them out on YouTube and their Instagram. You are always posting those reels of so many different subjects and topics that I love. So knowledgeable of what you talk about and what you bring up. And I love how you always take topics from like today's pop culture and kind of mirror it to pop culture of the past. And just keep on doing what you're doing. And it's amazing.
Thank you, dolls. Same to you. I love everything that you've been doing with this channel.
So on Instagram,
I'm at them_fatale on Instagram and at them_fatale93 on TikTok.
Yeah, get on that TikTok.
I have a favor to ask, please, and thank you. If we could end with a little Beverly Hills, what a thrill.
Yes,
Can we do it?
So you ready? Are we ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. We're the girls from Beverly Hills. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shopping is our greatest skill. Beverly Hills, what a thrill. Beverly Hills, what a thrill.
So much for watching, and be sure to tune in more in 2024 for more Thembo Cinema. See you later. See you later.
don't need no stinking batches.